The aplomado falcon lives across South America, including on the flat plains of the Janos. Perched in a tree more than a kilometer away, this female's excellent eyesight can spot the smallest movements from great distances, both in the air and on the ground. The burrowing owl parents raise the alarm call, sending the chicks ducking for cover, while the parents flee to another burrow. The falcon's been rumbled, and all the owls are safely underground. So she focuses her efforts elsewhere. This crested bobwhite quail is completely oblivious, and has nowhere to hide. It's a lucky escape for the owl chicks, and a win for the falcon. The quail is a bigger prize than a burrowing owl. Any time spent above ground is fraught with danger for the owl chicks. But with each day they grow a little stronger, and are more prepared for the rains that will soon come. Baked mud bears the scars of 5 months without rain. Grasses have withered. Though the capybaras are safe in their lagoon, they're hungry, and their food supplies are running dangerously low. But by April, the air is heavy, and the winds from the south bring moisture to the Janos. Rain is already falling in the high Andes Mountains to the west. Water from these peaks drains eastwards in mountain streams. These gather pace and volume before bursting onto the plains of the Janos. As the swollen rivers reach the grasslands, finally, the rains also arrive. The deluge sees these rivers burst their banks. Water inundates the lowland plains, drenches the shrubland, and replenishes the lagoons. The grasslands lush green with new growth, and water hyacinths blanket the surface of seasonal ponds. The Janos is rejuvenated. Cayman emerged from the mud revitalized. They now cruise the floodlands with renewed vigor. But for the next 7 months, there will be new challenges to face. Both for seasonal visitors who arrive to make the most of this window of opportunity, and for the hardy residents, like the capybara, who have survived the dry season. The rains have transformed their world. The small herd has left the large lagoon and returned to reclaim its own territory, where a bounty of food is now available. They roam 1 kilometer every day, each chomping its way through as much as 3 kilograms of fresh foliage. So much chewing takes a huge toll on their teeth, but they grow continuously to make up for the wear and tear. The females have given birth to new litters, timed to coincide with the glut of fresh food. The adults in the herd all take responsibility for the young, looking out for predators and corralling them away from danger. This mother suckles her own litter of 4, but also nurses other babies belonging to her herd mates. This allows each female uninterrupted time to graze, while ensuring all the babies are fed. In the afternoon, the herd alternates between grazing on the shores of the lagoon and wallowing in the deep water to cool down. But even when they wallow, they remain wary. Their eyes, nose, and ears sit on the top of their head, keeping their senses fully alert. They chatter constantly, using at least 7 different calls to keep herd mates in the loop. Having re-established his territory, the alpha male must now be on the lookout for competitors. A roaming bachelor tries to surreptitiously ease himself into the herd to procure some females. But the alpha is wise to his tricks, and is having none of it. The chase is on. With a short burst of up to 30 kilometers per hour, he drives the intruder off. The bachelor will have to try his luck with another herd. Hidden now among the greenery, the owl parents' burrow stands silent and empty. But not far away, the 2 fully fledged chicks have made it. They've grown large and strong enough to be able to fly out of flash flooding's way, and have found their own burrow in their next steps to independence. It's just 300 meters away and on the edge of their parents' territory, and elevated above the floodplains. Siblings often stick together while they learn the ropes, and these 2 are starting to hunt for themselves. And having learned from their parents, they now know where to look. Local ranchers have brought their cattle here on horseback, and they've produced mountains of dung. One sibling sets about rummaging through these piles of manure in search of bugs, and the other soon follows suit. They even stockpile dung outside their burrow, enticing their insect meal to deliver itself to their front door. With such a rich supply of food on their doorstep, their new burrow seems a perfect home. But they will soon need to explore further afield, beyond their parents' familiar territory and its easy pickings, in search of partners of their own.